We started bringing our children. Our older daughter was a little bit delayed with some of her motor skill development, her gross motor skills, and somebody recommended we bring her here, and it had a huge impact on her. So it was, that's kind of what led us to the Little Gym in the first place. And we loved it so much, and we always said that if we owned our own business, we would love to own the Little Gym because it was just such a fun, happy, positive atmosphere. And one day we just happened to be looking through the paper and saw it was for sale, and here we are today, 6 years later.
I think my favorite thing is probably teaching the classes. It absolutely keeps you young. And no matter how bad a day you're having, once you get into a class with all the kids, a smile comes all over your face. I could see his eyes closing, he's taking these huge breaths, and I'm like, are you okay? What's going on? Do you need something? Miss Katie, you smell like fruit snacks. And he had this super euphoric expression, and then he just took off out. But it was the absolute best compliment I feel like I could ever receive. And I'm like, really, do I? Yes.
We work with kids ages 4 months up to 12 years of age. So up until age 3, we do parent-child motor skill development classes with kind of a gymnastics basis. But we also do dance, we do sports skills, cheerleading, and then regular gymnastics.
There's definitely social aspects. They're getting to meet all kinds of other kids, making friends, really branching out. When we start each class, we do an opening circle, which is great. The kids get the spotlight on them, so they're able to kind of get some ideas out, really work on their creativity as well as we go through the different gymnastics stations. So we still keep it really fun, working on a lot of the imagination, but the kids get to use the equipment of a real gymnastics facility, and that is what we are. It's just non-competitive, so it's a lot easier and more fun for the kids.
They're still learning real fabulous gymnastic skills just in a really creative, non-pressure situation. And that way kids can kind of work at their own skills and not be competing with each other, but just themselves. The great thing about the program, it was developed 30 years ago by a man named Robin West, and he wanted to develop a program that touched on all the developmental aspects of a child. So not just their motor skills, but also their social, emotional, and perceptual development. And so he has 2 PhDs, one in child psychology, one in child development, and he has a background in gymnastics. And so he writes our lesson plans, and so not only will the children learn great motor skills through the programs, but it's structured in a way that they can learn to function really well together as a group. Even things that seem simple like taking turns and waiting in line, things like that. It's done in a really fun way to help children with that social development. And the other thing too is every lesson plan for each age group is really emotionally and intellectually developed for that age group. So our instructors are really well trained. They know what ages, what things are happening, you know, what those milestones are, and we kind of cater to those and encourage those so that we're teaching the whole child and not just the motor skills.
So it's one of the advantages, I think, for parents. Okay, I can drop them off. They're learning something, they're meeting friends, and I can go shopping. And on the other hand, you have the parents that a lot of times, especially with their first kids, want to stay and watch and see what's going on. Something we do offer, or I guess you do, is at the very end of each semester, even 3 semesters, we have a show week. So we put together a routine on all of the equipment so the parents can come in, and for the ones that haven't always stayed, they're able to see what their kids have learned.
We believe in having really, really well-trained staff. In fact, we always tell instructors it's like getting, really quick degree in child development, because we want them to really know what they're talking about. So they have to learn not only the gymnastics, the correct spotting techniques, but they also have to understand all those other developmental areas as well. So we train them in all of that.
I wish that everybody could do it. Again, the benefits are just so great, especially when they're starting in their school. Having had that pre-play here, exploring, meeting all the other kids, so they're really open to new experiences, and they have that creative juice kind of flowing hopefully from us. I think it's great, and I think it really helps because we also do a lot as far as listening skills and different things as well. We're currently enrolling for our next semester. They're more than welcome to reach us on our phone. It's 581-9866, or littlegym.com is a great website. Our classes are up on there. Pricing information you do need to call for, but otherwise it's great. We have so many programs, as I said, so. The kids, the 8-month-olds that are starting to become vertical or starting to take those first steps, and you're watching them in class do this, or you have somebody say their first word and it's in your class, or those amazing milestones that you're like,